Today is Tuesday, Wednesday, shit, I don't know what day it is. I haven't been marking again. Today is Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. I have been, I went to the ocean yesterday morning and I shot this video. I'm kind of bummed though, because the beginning of it's like that. And I really like this, so I'm not quite sure what I did right there. But anyway, whatever. The music is Scott Buckley. He put a new song out called Affirmations. So it's Affirmations, Life Is, and This Too Shall Pass. I believe I put those three together. So I really like it. It's kind of a drag though because my volume on my headpiece doesn't work without Bluetooth, and I can't figure out how to make the Bluetooth work with my OBS right now, so I need my son to help me do it. So it has to be, I have to turn this down or it will blow the only ear I have left. My tinnitus has been through the roof. I don't know, like, I'm hoping that it doesn't get any worse than this. It started out, like I said, it started out that my son's dad threw a platter at the back of my head. And so I had nerve damage from that. And and I had tinnitus off and on from that. Well, recently, it has just become constant. And I think it's because my hearing loss has worsened, so the tinnitus has become more prevalent, right? But it can be pretty brutal. So I'm really hoping it doesn't get worse. Sometimes doing this helps, right? And I don't know, there are so many other factors as well. I like this video. I haven't really watched it yet. It's cool. It's cool. It's coming right up to the camera. But I've been thinking about like my anger issues and stuff like that, and realizing where it all comes from and how um, clearly, like I've said, I'm not super good at handling that right now. I I was thinking about stuff today. It's like, when we moved here, I was very grateful for the opportunity that I was given. And I think because of that gratitude, well, and my lack of self-esteem. I mean, I haven't had self-esteem. It's funny because, I was talking yesterday I got through my day without a bulimic episode. So I was grateful for that. And I thought about talking about that, right? And I thought about the fact that, like, I haven't really talked about it because I don't want people to be like, oh, that's why you're thin, right? You're not doing any other work. Well, that's not true. I'm also exercising and I'm eating right. And not only that, I've had bulimia from 185 pounds. I've always, it's like it, weight wasn't a factor in that, right? Actually, it was worse then than it is when I'm lighter, right? It's worse when I'm heavier, right? So it's just something that has come, I guess it's feeling out of control, right? When I feel out of control, I guess that's something I can control, which is what they say, right? And so I need to realize that I have full control over my life. Like, unfortunately, finding it's gonna be interesting finding a job with all of this, with the tinnitus and with my beliefs, and although I'm gonna have to put those things aside because over 50% of the people here don't wear masks, right? And it's I truly believe that we need to stop this pandemic. So, and I believe that if science says that wearing a mask is part of something that'll help with that, then that's what I'm going to do, right? I've been vaccinated and boosted and boosted. And I mean, that shit takes me down. So I can imagine what real COVID would do, right? So it's going to be, and that's on top of all the other factors. And I think that that's part of the reason, like, I don't want to be so grateful to be working for somebody that I allow my beliefs to be totally put aside. I'm clearly going to have to put some of what I believe aside. I can't keep blowing stuff up, you know, but I also don't want to be so grateful that I let people walk all over me. I think that's what I was so afraid of the last time at this last job, because it's funny, I got hired on in the beginning of December, right? I hadn't been there in 17 months. And then, like, 2 weeks in, it's like, oh, by the way, when you come back in January, somebody's going to be here. It's going to be the beginning of of everything. Someone will be here for you half days. I mean, it's like they gutted the whole place and they dumped it in my lap. And then I didn't want to be so grateful that I was going to accept that, right? And so I got really, really mad. And I probably, that's the thing about it, is my anger, right? I could have handled it so much better, because instead I walk away and I look like, oh my God, she blew, instead of they pushed this person, like this person was not going to allow them to walk all over her, right? Well, I guess that's probably what they got out of it, because I'm not there, right? But it's funny, because that's what happened to me when I moved here. Was I was so grateful to which I am grateful that she assisted in my getting here, but my gratitude also clouded the fact that she was deceptive in getting me here as well, right? And so I don't want to give somebody that much of my gratitude that was deceptive with me, right? I shouldn't do that. That is directing my energy in the wrong direction, right? And I think, and then they don't reciprocate, or they, yeah, I'm still treated a little bit like a pariah, and I get mad, right? And the thing is that is on me for directing my energy that way. So I, la, light goes on, right? So I'm like, not, I'm like applying in a deed, and I'm like, don't do that. Don't apply for those jobs. You know you're going to be miserable. I need to go to like nurseries and put in my application and let these people know, look, I am a good worker. I just need a job that I'm appreciated, and that I can just do my work without all this other garbage. I don't want to deal with all the other garbage. Like my last job, I mean, the woman tells me she's pregnant by her man, who is a little bit freaking controlling, right? I don't want to be in the middle of that. I lived that already. I don't want to be in the middle of that. And no matter how much people say they're going to leave their stuff at home, that kind of shit does not get left in. Well, especially if you're, yeah, it's just not going to happen, right? And I don't want to begrudge anybody their life, and I don't want to be upset that I'm a part of that. So I just need to step away from it. Oh, look, the geese came in. I didn't realize they came in when I was shooting yesterday. It's funny because they were up on the rock and they disappeared, and I was irritated because I wanted to get them. They were like up on the side of the cliff. Um, the geese in the video. I just start talking about something else. Sparkly. I'm good at that, boy, I'll tell you. Hey, I'm going to show another piece of artwork too. This is my owl. This is home. I love these. These I make. Hold on a second. Oh, there goes a siren. That's all howl. Howl at the moon, baby. So this is called home. This is my owl. On the side, there's a little moth that I made, right? And there's the owl. That owl is made out of soda cans. This whole thing is made out of cans. It's made out of soup cans. Right? I mean, this is made out of soup cans. I think that's pretty good, right? I don't want to answer phones. I don't want to be an email person. I don't think you heard that. I didn't have my I didn't have my mic on. Oh yeah, I made the beetle too. Look at the beetle. I don't know if you can see the beetle. The light's bad. My camera sucks. There we go. Can you just see the beetle? Anyway, I made that too. But anyway, this is called home. Um, and again, it's made out of soup cans and soda cans. And yeah, I'm going to go set it down. I'll be right back. I mean, I am really artistic, so it would make sense that I'm a little bit nuts, right? Most art is crazy. Hmm. I love Scott Buckley's music. It's really cool. And when I'm doing this, it does help me, like, kind of not pay as much attention to the tinnitus and tone it down a little. That's what makes it hard about not working, is that I really notice it, you know? It's hard because if you've never experienced it, you don't know what it's like, and so it's hard to be empathetic. Like, I remember when I was even experience it just a little bit, right? I would see those tinnitus commercials and I would be like, oh, it's not that bad. Why is this person on this commercial like, they're ringing in my head, right? Because I had it occasionally. Well, now I understand that. Because now I've got it all the time, you know? But it's just, I don't know. Again, I am gonna say this again. I love who I am. I'm a little bit eccentric and I do have an anger issue that I need to address. But for the first time, I can look at myself in the mirror and not see my abusers, which is really huge, right? And I know part of that is because I've started getting into shape, right? Like, I'm exercising, I'm running up and down the beach, like my muscles that I'm getting in my arms, like this isn't from bulimia, right? This is from actually working on my muscles. And I know that's not great, but I'm also a 57-year-old woman, right? Who finally, like, I can jump rope and I can run and I can play and I can dance and I can climb and I can do things that I couldn't do 10 years ago because at that time I had bulimia and I was 185 pounds, right? Well, 10 years ago, how much did I weigh? It doesn't matter how much I weighed because I was probably sitting in my room eating, watching TV. So, I mean, I hiked and stuff before I had my child. And then once I had my child and quit drinking, my whole focus was on raising him. And I didn't really, like, I exercised off and on and stuff, but I didn't really focus on who I wanted to be, right? And all my life, I've known that, like, I did not belong in Montana, for starters. I knew that for a long time. I am truly grateful to be here at the ocean. And I am grateful for those people that brought me here. But again, I'm not going to have that gratitude cloud my fact that they brought cloud the fact that I was brought here on deceptive, like, they were deceptive with me bringing me here, right? And so, once I understood that, I probably should have, like, I should have just understood that and let the mic drop on that in the beginning. And I didn't. I think again that was lack of confidence and fear, right? We have a pretty high mortgage here, but there are two of us. And my son was kind of going through some stuff where he's been really lonely, right? He's 21 and he lives with crazy, right? That would be me. Um, and he was getting really lonely, and it was scaring me, right? Because there's nothing I can do to help him right now. We are in such a place with so many people that just don't care, right? And I can't. I mean, there's such a noticeable split in the world, and it's funny because you see it as soon as you go out. If you are wearing a mask or if you aren't wearing a mask, you notice there's the split right there, right? There, it's in place that we need to wear masks because we are getting sicker and sicker, right? And um, people just don't believe that, or, or think that God is going to protect them. And what's funny to me about that is that's great. But and I'm glad that you believe that my son calls him the big daddy in the sky, which I think is kind of funny. But if you think that your big daddy in the sky or your God or whatever you believe in, I do not care about that. That is not my judgment to make, right? But I do wonder about not caring about other people and their beliefs, right? Like, I don't care about your belief. I don't care that you believe that God is going to protect you. Um, if it was vice versa, I'd still wear the mask, right? Because other people don't believe what I believe and the mask isn't hurting me. I mean, I wear clothes too, right? And a bra, and I hate bras, right? They're so uncomfortable, right? But I wear them, right? Because that's the societal norm, right? That women should wear them, but they can't wear a mask. I mean, I just can't wrap my mind around that. The amount of makeup I see on women, right? That too is your right. But you will wear that much makeup, but you won't put a mask on your face. I mean, your pores right there can't breathe nothing. I mean, come on. If you can't breathe, that might be part of the reason. It's funny, but it's okay. I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna have to go out there and find a job with people who don't want to wear masks. I think I actually went to a gas station that, like, I've been there twice, and I put my mask on both times out of courtesy, and both times they've ignored me. The first time for an extended period of time. The second time, when they walked past me and went to a car that pulled in after me, somebody that was unmasked, I left. My car is bright yellow. You can't miss me. I was there, right? So, and I noticed it the first time. I wasn't quite sure what was going on, but I thought maybe I was just being like so paranoid. But so that's where we're at as a society, right? You can't even get gas at a gas station. Um, if you're wearing a mask, they won't serve you because this is it. I just can't wrap my mind around that, right? But, and I don't know for sure that that's what happened there, but I wouldn't doubt it just because, people are refusing to, I mean, it's happening. So I don't know. I think, like I said, doing these affirmations makes me feel a lot better, but they're not going to fix those things, right? So I have to just be okay with it, but I don't have to surround myself with negativity. Like, I don't have to be around somebody who's having a baby by somebody who is controlling. Why would I want to put myself around someone like that? I don't even understand that. And I'm sorry, everybody has their life, and I'm not saying, I'm not, again, not judging. I just don't want to go through that. That's a lot of shit to go through, and you tell me that's not going to come to work. I mean, it already was. Yeah, or I wouldn't have known that, right? So, I don't know. It's funny. So I like this video. This is my first time watching it. And I really like the music. It's got, like I said, it's got a new song by Scott Buckley, which is called Resolutions, which I really like. I wish I could, I need to get my Bluetooth figured out so I can turn the music up on your end, but not mine, because much louder than this, and I wouldn't be able to focus. Oh, my vessel is getting old. I am gonna go. Look at this video. Look at this water. Isn't this just the most fucking amazing thing? This is so beautiful. This is why. This and my son always. It's so funny. It's like I told him the other day. When people say like what's important to you, and I say like my dogs and stuff. I don't say my son because it's a given, right? He is the most important thing to me, right? Well, besides myself, because without me, there is no him. I can't. We are a team right now, and we really need each other, right? So he is just like that would be if people say what's important to you and me not saying my arm, right? Because of course that's important to you. So that's kind of how I feel about my child. But this video is really cool. I really like the way the waves are coming all the way up to the camera. This makes me super happy. I got some good stuff the other day. I mean, I think I really like this. I love the colors. Look at the colors in the waves. It's not just beautiful. It's just so amazing. I'm gonna get out there in that. I got on the end of this video, I've got some people, they were out there that day. I need to get a wetsuit. I need to get a job. I need to get a job. I need to sell my art. I told my son, I said, what do you think? You think I could get an OnlyFans and I could just dance in the driveway with the dogs? And he said, yeah, you'd have to put up with the rest of the bullshit too. And he's right. So I guess I don't want to do that because I don't want to get naked and do anything like that. Like, I don't want to have sex on camera for people. So I just want to dance with my dogs in the driveway and go to the ocean and dance on the beach and live, right? I want to get out there and I want to experience it. Like I've always wanted that. And now I'm here and I can, right? It's not too late. Like I'm not dead yet. So I need to do this, right? And I can't lose myself so much in other people's stuff that I forget that this is why I'm here, right? And I felt it happening. My son told me, see there, look, right there. That's it right there. Look at that. I'm doing that. They're not even that deep. They can stand up. They're at their waists, right? I might have to come in a little bit more because I'm short. But look at that. I'm doing that. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to answer phones and emails and be your doormat. They told me I was taking it personally. I mean, how the hell do you take something like that when you get dumped into a place and they fucking gut it? What, I mean, they take everybody out and be like, oh, you should be happy you have a job. Here, we'll get you some help once in a while here. But the person you're supposed to count on can just disappear on you at any moment. Don't worry about that, though. You can always email her. Look at this. I can do that. I know I can do that, right? I'm practicing, balancing. There are the dogs. Just in case you didn't hear that. Now my ear. No. There goes the tinnitus. Ooh, baby, come on. Let's see how loud it can get. Shit. That's okay though, because I'm going to do that. See, there they go. They're going back out. I got time. By the time I'm 60, 2.5 more years. She's right there falling over. That's okay though. I'm getting strong. I am strong. I am getting stronger every day. Stronger and stronger. I am breathing deeply. I am amazing. Look at them. I'm just gonna have to do it. Screw it. I'm not gonna wait to make friends. It's too hard to make friends. I'm just gonna have to do it. Like, I just need to get a roof rack and go out there, and then when I see people, just go out there and hope they won't let me drown, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Do you think it works that way? Oh my god. That's insane. Look at, watch. Come on. Oh. It doesn't matter though, just riding on your belly. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Usually, like a lot of times when they're out there is when I have my hand kites and stuff and I dance up and down the beach. They probably think I'm nuts, but that, well, whatever, I don't care. I'm trying to get into, well, I am getting into shape. I'm not trying, I'm getting into shape, right? I'm gonna, like, today's day 2. I'm dealing with the fact that I have an anger issue. I'm getting artwork done. I'm keeping Elm put away for a while. Like, she can come out when we're at the beach, but this feeling sorry for myself has got to end, right? I can't keep, like, being angry about stuff, because then I can't do that. Look at how long she stood up for. Yay! This dude. Hi, dude. Dude and dog. Yeah, if I do, I'll sabotage myself and not be able to have anything left for this, right? Okay. I got to fold clothes and stuff today. I got a lot of stuff to do. So I'm going to do a read, or just not even read, just affirmations, baby. I am going, I am. Uh, if I say I am going to read every day, even if it's a short read, right? Then I have to make that commitment. So I'm having a hard time saying it. Oh, here's my hero and her dog. I love that dog. Oh, dog. Dog. I love that dog. Here she comes. She's going to come swinging her bag. This lady. I love this lady. I see her. Look at her. No shoes on. It's cold as hell. She's swinging her bag. Just walk. She's there every morning getting stuff, picking stuff up on the beach. I love her. She's my hero. I've talked to her, not much, a little, but I don't know. I tried to help her one time, and she is pretty independent. It was funny because there was a jogger jogging along, and he kind of laughed because I think he probably jogs that beach and knows that she's pretty independent. I was thinking, what the hell are you doing? She just doesn't want your help. It was funny, but yeah, it's funny. She's a strong woman. I admire that, right? Look at the waves are really coming now. I want to be out there so bad. Not wanna, I am. By the time I'm 60, it's just a couple years. And that's the money. I need to get the money. I gotta get the stuff, right? But if I can get a wetsuit and just start getting out there, that's a start. So just get out there enough to just up to my hips, right? And get used to being in it. And I got a life vest I can wear. So I'm gonna have to do when they're out there, just go. And hope they don't let me drown. How it goes. Oh wow, I stopped the music, Grace. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Oh, here's okay. I got me here somewhere. There's me. Goofy as shit out there. People were like, what the hell is. Oh my gosh, I do that a lot. A lot. I usually have my hand kites though. I love dancing on the beach. I love just dancing, right? Like I never got to do that when I was a kid. I always just wanted to dance. And I wanted to be a cheerleader and I wanted to do gymnastics and I wanted to be active, right? And I drank and I smoked dope and I got used. So, I mean, and that's okay. That's what happened. But now it's not too late, right? You have to be a little bit more careful because my bones, I think, are a little bit more brittle. So I can't be doing any backflips or anything. I'm not that strong. I don't. Well, I could be, but I don't know. I just, I am not giving up on the things that I let go because didn't have confidence in myself, right? I didn't believe that I could or that I deserved it or that, and a lot of times I guess it was money when we were growing up, I don't, we didn't have a lot of money. We were, on food stamps and stuff. Which that isn't here nor there. I don't think it was the money. I think it was the lack of attention. Like my mom had 3 kids, and my little brother was mentally retarded, and he had brain tumors, and he had tumors on his face. And I believe that she was abused by my grandfather, who was not my real grandfather. He was a step grandfather. Um, I don't know that I will ever have verification on that. If it wasn't him, somebody abused my mother, right? I know that, and I'm fairly sure the same person abused us, my sister and I, or it was all in the family, right? And so a lot of that is my view on religion. I think that it happens a lot in religion, and so that is a lot of where my view comes from. But so there was a lot of lack of that because my mother could not function. I mean, she had 3 children, and She married my dad, who was mentally abusive, and then she left him and married a man twice who was physically abusive and had a child with him. And then she ran from him for reasons that I'm starting to believe were not just his abuse, but I believe that there were other things that happened in that time frame that drove us away from Utah to California. And when we got in California, she stepped into a bottle and never stepped out, right? Um, Maybe for brief periods, but not enough to be there to be a parent, right? Not enough to acknowledge when I would call and tell her that my sister had beat me up again. I'm busy. I don't have time for that. And right, and she wasn't even work. Like I would call her job to ask for her, and they would say she's asleep in the back room, right? Probably because she would go in at 10 o'clock in the morning and drink herself into a stupor, and then they would put her to sleep until it was time for her to work her shift, where she would drink herself into a stupor while she was working, right? I remember a Christmas. I was young. I was young. I was in elementary school. And I remember sitting there. She hadn't wrapped our gifts yet. And I remember sitting, waiting for her to come home. I remember we lived on the second story. And I remember the Christmas tree behind me. And I remember sitting in the sliding glass window, just with the door closed, just sitting there looking out. And I must have been able to look through something because we had like a balcony. And I remember just sitting there waiting for her to come home. And she finally came rolling in, just trashed at 3 o'clock in the morning, like too trashed to wrap gifts. And so she and I together like made um, clues for my sister and my brother as to where their gifts were. And we had like a hunt for our gifts or something. I can't quite remember it, but even feeling like I have never faced those feelings, right? Like I felt so alone in those moments, right? Like I remember one time I got, I don't know why, she took off and went to the bar and my sister beat the crap out of me but I ran away from home and I took my dog Pee Wee. Oh my God, that's another story. I took my dog Pee Wee with me and we stayed behind, like I got in behind this dryer in the laundry room and I fell asleep back there. So I was back there for a long time. And I went home in the dark and nobody had even known that I was gone. Yeah. And then my dog Pee Wee. I loved that dog so much. I went away for the first time. I had gone, like, somebody invited me. Like, there was this other family, my mom and her friend Nancy and their family, right? And like there was she had a daughter about my age who was the cute one, and she was thin and tan and really pretty, and everybody loved her, right? And then I was just like, they called me Shadow. I was her shadow, right? And really she brought me along for protection. I mean, it was a whole thing, right? Because she was cute, and I believe she suffered some pretty severe abuse herself, right? So, I think there was stuff going on in that family. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some suppressed stuff from me from that as well. But anyway, um, it's like I forgot where I was going with this. It was us and them, right? And where was I going with this? Hold on, let me think. My mom just followed Nancy, did everything. Oh yeah, I mean, it's just God. What was I? It ended. I can't even remember what I was babbling about. Oh, my dog. That's right, Pee Wee. So Nancy, I don't think liked my dog Pee Wee. So, but Nikki always got it invited to everything, and I did not, right? And so I remember I finally got invited to go camping with this girl and her dad. I cannot remember his name or her name. I remember she had long blonde hair, and the fact that I actually got invited was amazing, right? Because I was one of those kids who, I mean, it was clear I was being abused, right? And it was clear I had suffered abuse. I have never, like, it was just clear. I never had confidence. I always had anger issues. I mean, there were red flag warnings everywhere. It was just never addressed, right? And so, but this family took me camping, and I left my dog Pee Wee with my mom. And I remember coming home from camping, and this still causes me pain. because I came home and my dog was gone, right? And I remember my mom telling me that he got distemper and they had to put him to sleep because the neighbor dog got a hold of him and shook him. And so they did that while I was gone, right? They took my dog and put him down while I was gone away. And I still like, I have a really hard time leaving home because of these things, right? Like I went to Florida, like when I lived in Florida, right? I left to go visit my mom and my boyfriend disappeared with all my stuff, right? And so I didn't go back, right? Because why? I had nothing to go back to. When I lived in California, I was living with this girl. She was a meth dealer, right? And I think what happened was I had paid her for some meth. She wanted it back. I wouldn't give it back to her. It was like gold, right? I needed my meth. She needed the meth. I can't remember what it was. I think she sold me some and then couldn't get more or something and wanted what I had back and I wouldn't give it back to her. So she locked me out of her house where I had been living and all my stuff was in there and she stole it all, right? She took all my stuff. So I lost all my stuff there. I mean, it's just, I went, to door sales, so I joined a cult, is essentially what it was. It's funny, I was watching American Greed the other day and seeing the definition of a cult, and that's exactly what I was in, was a cult. And I had my friends pack up my stuff. My mom sold my car out from underneath me. All my shit disappeared. Like some of my stuff was still there, but a lot of it was gone. I left my son's dad to pack up some of my stuff. A lot of my stuff disappeared, right? So, it's like when I've left home and stuff, like I've had my house burnt down. I mean, I've lost things when I leave my home. So it is still hard for me to leave my home because of that. But I do, I always have a little bit of a feeling of um, impending doom. I know why it is. And then I've realized to myself, and if this happens to me again, if I were to walk away from my home and were to burn down again, right? I would hate to lose my animals again. I have been through that and it's extremely painful. I've lost Pee Wee and then Luna to fire. My dog, my son was home alone and couldn't get her out. And I had to work. I was working two jobs, so I wasn't there. Um, it would be extremely painful, right? But I would get through it, which sometimes leaves me wondering, why are we here? To just survive pain? And it's like, I mean, looking at that ocean, getting out there, that's why, right? Because if it's just to survive the pain or to sit in a chair and stuff your feelings and not even be able to move, like really not be able to walk very well because you've sat in a chair all your life and just stuffed your feelings down your throat, right? What is that? I mean, I see those people, right? And a lot of these people like they're fine. They have money, right? They can live. They don't have to worry about taking a bath. They have a bathtub. Um they can pay the bills at the end of the day, although some of them cannot and they're still living that. And I, for the life of me, can't wrap my mind around that. But I mean, at the end of the day, if I guess some people live for their work and that's fine. I don't want to be that person unless my work is something that I'm passionate about. And I'm not passionate about answering phones and emails. I was passionate about helping the students, but I have my hands tied. I was passionate about helping the people when I was at Joann's. Like, I liked the customer service part of it because I'm good at that, right? I like people genuinely, even though people make me really mad. Like, when people would come in without masks on, it would upset me, but they didn't know that. They did not know that because that is who they are. And I mean, I'm at my place of employment, right? Um, Now, what gets me is when we're dealing with all of those outside factors, and our team members treat us that way as well. That's where I have a hard time. Like my team members wouldn't wear their masks around me. It was clear that I thought that we should because I wore mine. It would be cool to have that same respect, but my son doesn't get that respect either, right? So it's just the way it is, and because those people have their beliefs, right? And so that's okay. I mean, that's just the way life is now. Um, but it would just be really great if the people that you worked with treated you with respect and didn't treat you like they could just use you. I don't know. I'm going tonight to do my cleaning job. I mean, that's frustrating, right? I have this cleaning job, which I've talked about before. I mean, my boss that, like, I asked for cleaning products on October 19th. I look at the text and I said to her, I need cleaning products. And I took a picture and I said, I'm low on this stuff and I need more. And then I think I might have said something again in November or December. I'm not sure, but I was just, I didn't want to have to keep reminding her because I saw her one time. She came to my work, or she came there to clean the windows, and she doesn't like give me a heads up that she's going to be there, which is kind of a bummer because, which is fine as long as I don't have to talk to her because I'm not there to chat. Like I don't want to take an extra 5 or 10 minutes out of my time to chat with her. I want to go, and that's why I work like that because I go and do my job and leave. It doesn't take anything more than like my drive time, 2 hours of working, and then my drive time home. I don't have to spend time chatting, or I don't like that. Like my jobs, like if when I'm off work, I want to be off work. Like at Joann's, like you would have to clock out and then wait for them to count their money and stuff to let you out the back door. No, when I clock out, I leave, right? That's the kind of thing. Like you'd have to go into Joann's and go in and put on your apron and then go to the computer. And I mean, it would take you 10 minutes to get clocked in, right? And I don't appreciate having to do those things because that's giving my time to them, right? And these are big companies. They don't need my time. I need my time. I need my time to do my artwork. I need my time to play with my dogs. I need my time to meditate. I need my time to do these. I don't want to give them 10 minutes. 10 minutes a week is an hour, right? They don't need an hour of my time for free. It's not okay with me. So, yeah, I mean, and that's why I like the bank. That's why I don't, and so I shouldn't, anyway, so this woman shows up out of nowhere and I have to threaten her for stuff. And then she tells me that her son-in-law got in trouble, got fired from his job at a school. He was working as a teacher and he lost his job as a teacher because they found kiddie porn on his, child pornography was how she put it, on his computer, but it was only a little bit. It wasn't a lot, so it wasn't bad, right? Was what she said. And so I have a really hard time just even talking to her at all, but I do need this job. But see, I don't have to see her unless she shows up without giving me warning. Well, I need warning before I face someone like that because frankly, I don't really want to talk to her. Her son-in-law had child pornography on his computer and she says it was just a little bit, so they're supporting him. They're backing him. And I can't get behind that, right? So I don't really want to talk to her. But I had to threaten her to get cleaning supplies. I had to tell her that I was going to tell the bank manager, who I did tell, and didn't seem to mind, that the floors are filthy and that, we'll see what happens when we run out of paper towels. Because I told her we were running out of paper towels and she didn't respond to me. So I don't know how to get around that. But see, that's the thing. I shouldn't have to do that to work, right? I shouldn't have to have my bosses say to me, we're going to get this for you, we're going to have this for you, and then not do it, and then me get upset about that. It's like with this cleaning job. Like she told me in the very beginning that there would be somebody to wash the towels. I have washed the towels. I have had to bring the towels home and wash them because no company has showed up to wash the towels for me. But I need this job and it's not that big of a deal. I bring them home, wash them and dry them, and then I take them there and fold them and I charge her for that, right? But it's not, I mean, it shouldn't have to be that way, right? I shouldn't have to do that to have a job. So, and that's just, I'm just like working, like I said, working at John's. I mean, like I had to tilt my head back because where the screens are, they don't move up and down. So I couldn't put it at a convenient spot so that I can see, right? So like I would have to tilt my head back all day, and you have to wear this earpiece, like, and they're like always having conversations over the earpiece and you're supposed to like have these conversations going and respond when you're working with customers, but customer service is supposed to be the most important thing, right? So I'm just super confused by it. I don't want to be mad about it anymore. But I don't understand why employers are complaining that nobody wants to work, but they're not trying to do anything to make it better, right? They're just like, We're just supposed to be grateful that they're giving us jobs, and and then they lie to us to get us through the door, and then don't understand why we get upset. So it's we can't hold out forever. I can't. So I'm gonna go to the nurseries around town and maybe get a job working with plants. That would be cool, you know? I don't know if I can make a living off of it, if it's enough to pay the mortgage, but I'll figure it out. I always have. My artwork. Dancing on just fans? I don't know. A 16-year-old woman dances on fans only. I don't know. Uh, God, why is it so... I don't know. I guess it's only hard if I make it hard, right? I just need to get out there and look. So I am going to read my affirmations, and then I'm going to do some artwork, and I need to fold my clothes, and I need to work on my resume. Cleaned the house yesterday. Gotta play with the dogs again. Ooh, gotta bake dog treats. Got a lot to do. So I am going to affirm for a while. Wow. Nope. Let's see. The ringing in my ears just through the roof. I gotta live the rest of my life like this. Yay! I better get out there surfing. Or tell me why. All right. Oh, something triggered it. It's really loud. It was me, my voice. That's another thing I need to learn. Like, if I talk too loud, it triggers it. I know it's funny. In my last job, I had like on my monitors, I had written shh, SH, shh. And I'm sure that they probably were like, and the reason why is because I'm trying to learn to speak softer because A, it triggers my tinnitus, and B, there, my boss was overhearing, went into the conversation and thinking she knew what was being said. It was kind of dumb, but whatever. I guess that's her mental illness. Hers and mine wouldn't mix. But okay. Oh, stream settings. Oh, this. Why is this happening? This is so frustrating that this nasty shit's coming in on my, it's making me angry. They're hide user. I wonder what timeout remove report. I'm trying to report this and I keep getting this love face. I wonder if my channel has been hacked. God damn it. Fucking people, man. I wish people would just fucking stop. Like, this pornography stuff on my channel just really bothers me, but alright. Remove. Remove. It's not going away. Why is it not going away? Okay. Report. Pornography. Report. So it says, okay. Message deleted, deleted. Automatically have for review. Okay, good. It's not out there. At least there's that. Sorry for my cussing, that it bothers me that my messages are getting bombarded by love face XYZ online strips without clothing. Online strips without clothing. No shit. Stripping without clothing. That's dumb. Okay, I'm gonna. Anyway, I'm trying to hold those for review. So if something gets out there, I'm sorry. I'm being bombarded with this stupid trash. Yeah, I could see me on a fans only channel, right? No, I don't want to do that. That is not who I am. Maybe years ago, but not now. So I believe this is Affirmations, his new song. So I am gonna start. Did I say not affirmations, resolutions? Here we go. Today is Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. Welcome to my reading of I Am Positive Affirmations, and a place where I am currently learning that affirmations are wonderful. They are extremely helpful with self-love. I truly love who I am in this moment, but for me, I still have this mental illness that I am conquering. I have an anger issue. I have post-traumatic stress disorder from childhood abuse that I am acknowledging now at 57, finally. And I don't know that I would have been able to do it without these affirmations, truthfully. Um, I don't know if I would have been able to look at the things that happened to me with this critical eye, right? Like for a long time, I felt like I was just a high school punk, right? Um, Not realizing that I was a little girl and I was searching for love. And that was what I thought that was, right? I kept thinking I would find it, because at a very young age, I was taught that those two things, that those two things ran together, that those types of attentions and love were were one, right? And that is not necessarily true. Well, clearly, that's not true. Love does not always mean sex, right? So, and I didn't know that, and I was just searching, right? I remember every single time I thought that this was going to be the one that actually loved me and was going to care about me, right? Every single time. Never did I do those things thinking that's not true. I guess well, no, I don't think that that is true, actually. What just happened to my music? Oh, I unplugged myself. Okay. But every single time that I connected those two things. And so, and that's not really the case. And I always thought that that was the way to get someone to love me, right? It was being really good at that, being a really good sexual partner, right? And that's not the case either. They'll come back for sex, but they weren't. I mean, you're still like they still have the fiance. You're just the side piece, right? Like Jodi Arias, I totally understood that woman. I never would have done what she did. I never would have killed anybody. But for his friends to sit there and blame all of that on her, knowing that he was messing with a mentally ill woman who wanted more than anything him to love her, he should have also been a little bit more aware of what he was doing. Um, didn't deserve to die. Please don't think that that's what I'm saying. Didn't even deserved her maybe to scream and yell, throw a fit, well, whatever. Just, but desperation, right? I remember I was so in love with Roland Diaz that I used to wish he would get in a car accident and end up in a wheelchair because I would still love him, right? And then he would have to settle for me. So I understand that kind of desperation, that kind of insecurity, that kind of worthlessness, feeling like you're not worth more. Because frankly, if you feel like you're worth more, you don't let someone treat you that way, right? So that is lack of self-worth that caused her to do that. And then her anger at herself for that, I would think, is what caused her to explode outward, right? So I get that. I understand school shooters. I would never do that. I would never walk into a school and open fire. I would never open fire on anybody. I would have a hard time defending myself with a gun, right? I don't like guns. But I understand the anger, and I understand the loneliness, and I understand the desperation, and I understand the fear, right? For me, it was sexualized, right? All that was sexualized. That was how I dealt with it, um, and turned inward. Like I have abused my body all of my life, right? Still self-harm, right? I'm still fighting this bulimia. Um, abuse. I mean, I drank in high school almost every day, right? I would carry it in this little thing inside of my purse. I took my brother's pills, his Ritalin, and overdosed on those. I had to go to the hospital for that one, and they gave me this. Oh, it was horrible. They gave me this charcoal shit, and I remember putting it. I think I drank it, and I was in a bathtub, and I remember it came out the other end. It was really not pretty, but they got everything out of my system, right? But they never kept me. Like they didn't keep me for long. And my mom again. I mean, I'm not going to say that she didn't try with us, but she was so wrapped up in her alcoholism. I remember the one guy that she had married. His name was John Sargent, and he was a decent guy, although I think that there was a few things that happened there. Like I remember one time talking to him, and I'm fairly sure he was rubbing himself. Well, he was rubbing himself in the bed when I was standing in the bedroom door talking to him. And I remember thinking to myself, he couldn't be doing what I think he's doing. And I don't know that he was, but he was rubbing himself in his private area, right? And this was my stepdad, right? So I know that he got sober and came and apologized to me. He came all the way to Montana to make amends, but I don't think he ever said really what it was for. And I don't know if that was part of it, but my mom tried to calm down a little when she was married to him. But I remember them coming home drunk and her breaking a table over his back, right? It was violent, 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 violent. So, and I've never faced this stuff, right? I've always just been like part of my mind tells me that a lot of people grew up that way. Did they though? Or was it unique, right? Like my son, when I was talking about raging on the way to Walmart, like I don't remember doing that, right? And I asked him why he didn't say something, and he said, "Well, he thought it was normal, right? Like he didn't know that that wasn't normal, that people just didn't rage like that." And I, it's not normal, right? I mean, it's happening more and more now. Um, People are angry and they drive angry and they shop angry. And again, there's a visible divide in our world. Um, and it's just getting deeper and deeper every day. And it scares me because I have my child. That said, it doesn't scare me a lot because he is in his place now. He won't have kids. He'll never have kids. And I'm fine with that. I don't want him to bring children into this world. I mean, I think it's great that we can go out and do what these people are doing, this surfing like this, and get out there and get in those waves. And I'm going to do that. But unless, I mean, there's just, how long do we have this? They're taking it away from us, and it's like the people that can do something about it don't. They just collect the paychecks and get bigger and bigger houses and more money and spend more and more money on the more and more expensive clothes. And they don't realize that this ocean, this world, this is going away, and they're driving it, right? And so I don't want my son to have children. but I want us to be happy while we're here because it's all we got. Like, I used to believe that my energy would go somewhere else, and I don't think that there's much I believe in anymore. I believed in karma. I believed that all my karma was coming back around because I've basically been a good person, and I figured all my bad karma was out of the way, right? Because they've done nothing intentionally to hurt anybody for a long, long time. Um, and and I just don't believe in it anymore. I mean, I just keep getting into places where I am so taken advantage of, and it's just the way our world is now, right? Unless you are lucky, like I believe in luck, and I think that's it. And timing, and my timing just seems to be off. Um, so I'm just trying to stay happy. Yeah, I don't know. But I do believe in affirmations because I am feeling better, and I'm finally dealing with this, and I'm finally admitting that I have bulimia, and I'm finally admitting that, you know, that I have anger issues, and I'm finally admitting that regardless of what they did, I reacted wrong, right? I don't have control over them, I have control over me, and I can't go back and change the way I reacted. Um, I wish I could, but I can't. I can only go forward. I love my son. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I blew everything up again. I mean, I was getting 17.74 an hour in benefits, and I couldn't just sh- take it. Be quiet and take it. And he says, well, we are where we are. I just couldn't be quiet and take it. Just couldn't. I couldn't. I've done it for so long. And literally, when I was going to work, I had to pull over because my boss had me, I felt, the door was behind me, so I wasn't cornered in her office. I easily could have left, right? But she was like directing me, and it's like she'd already gotten pissed at me for leaving the day before, and it turned into this huge thing. Or I left on Friday and it turned into this huge thing, right? So I had to stand there while she like explained something to me that in that moment it wasn't helping me to know, right? And it's like she goes into this in-depth, it just, I just had to stand there, and she knew that it was uncomfortable for me, and she knew, and like even when I asked if I could leave to go get my notes so I could take notes, she wouldn't let me, right? And so on my way to work I had a flashback, and my flashback was when I was 13 years old, or 12, 13, 14. I moved out at 15. I lost my virginity at 12. So all of these instances where I was being abused were through the age of 12 when I was raped by somebody. It was an 18-year-old who got me drunk and raped me, to 15 when I moved out and was still abused. But these things that happened that I remember in my household, I was between the ages of 12 and 15. So I couldn't put an exact age on these things, but I can tell you it was that time frame, right? And I talked about this which is why this cold water is going to be scary for me, because I had swam across this cold water, and I felt it was scary for me. I got to the other side. I was afraid to go back. The older boys came to get me. One of them later raped me in the bathroom. He told me that I owed him for that, for him coming over to save me. He said that he swam over to get me and I owed him for that. And he took me in the bathroom at my house and he took that from me, right? He took what he thought he deserved. And he hurt me. He hurt me that day, right? And so I had to pull over because that was what the flashback that I had from this job, from that person doing that to me. That's not her fault that I had that flashback. Um, but I can't, like, I, like, I wish that she knew what she triggered inside of me. I wonder if that would make her more aware of herself too, right? But I doubt it, right? It's on me that that's what happened, right? Um, so how do I go forward? I just keep loving myself. Okay, I'm gonna read. Okay. Today is Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. Welcome to my reading of I Am Positive Affirmations. I've only got 7 minutes left. Hold on, I need to go back. Okay, so I need to start again. I'm going to do about a 20-minute read. I'm actually going to go away for a minute. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. Um, I'll just leave you with this. I don't know if you can hear the music or not. I mean, it looks like it's playing a little bit, but okay, so I don't know how that happened. That kind of makes me mad, but whatever. So this is Resolutions by Scott Buckley. This is yesterday at the ocean. Um, I like the video I shot. It comes right up to the camera. I'm gonna go make some coffee, go to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna come back and do a read. Let's see if there's sexy hot chicks on my freaking YouTube. Oh yeah, there are. I don't understand how this is happening. I think my channel might be hacked. I don't know how to get rid of this. This is really kind of a drag. Um, I've been reporting this and God, am I gonna have to do a new channel? My channel is just I can't even hide it. Like, this is such a drag. I'm reporting and hiding, and I've got this stupid love face XYZ. How do I get rid of this? This is making me mad. How do I get rid of this stuff on YouTube? I guess getting mad about it doesn't help, right? I just report it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm reporting a bunch of pornography that's coming up on my channel in my chat. So I guess I don't know how to do this okay, let's see. So how do I get this person out of I thought I blocked this person. How do I block this person? um, Hide user on this channel. This is just such a drag that I have this stuff on my channel. It's really bumming me out, and I don't know how to fix it. Alright, I'll be back. All right, so I'm super frustrated because all this love face stuff on my chat. So I don't know how to get rid of this. This is a drag. I'm hoping that my channel has not been hacked because I can't. Yeah, this is just. I mean, I'm gonna have to go through and just report and remove every single one. So this is really a drag. And it's not doing any good. It's still. Okay, I guess that's what the check marks is next to them are. Let me hide user. Alright, this is really a drag. Today is Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. Welcome to my reading of I Am Positive Affirmations. Sorry about the love face, about the bad messages that are coming up in my chat. I'm bummed out, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it right now. Or if ever. Like, unless I get rid of this channel. So, anyway. The music is Scott Buckley. The video is me. I'm actually... Alright, I'm going to start right here. This is a new song of his, or a new piece of his, I guess I should say. It's called Resolutions. I really like it. I hope that you can hear it okay. I have to figure out how to turn the volume down on this, so I can't turn it up really loud or it hurts what's left of my ears. So yeah, hopefully you can hear it okay. Let me get, here we go. Okay. So it's Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. Welcome to I Am Positivity. I am moving through my day with a deep feeling of gratitude. I am aware. I am acceptance. I am forgiveness. I am acknowledging who I am in this moment, and I am accepting myself. I am accepting my imperfections as they are the beauty that I am. I am releasing anger, fear, and resentment. I find myself getting lost, I stop. I breathe. I gently lead myself back to safety. I am clarity. I am patience. I am surrounding myself with calm, gentle, and kind people. I am kindness. I am compassionate. Breathe. Inhale positivity. Exhale negativity. I am realistic. I am grounded. I am on my ultimate life path. Therefore, I move through this life with a peaceful and confident ease. I am butterfly wings. I am in this moment. I am taking this moment to stop, to breathe, to appreciate the gift of this life. I am tenacious. I am achieving my goals. Each step that I am taking is bringing me nearer my purpose. The universe is guiding me, and I am listening. I am open. I am receiving. to float upon my butterfly wings, to be free. I am freedom. I am relaxed. Breathe. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Regenerate your body. Live your life your way. Cause no intentional harm. Spread joy, peace, and kindness. Know who you are. Know your worth and know your value. Say this: I am more than worthy. I am more than valuable. And I am more than enough. I am an amazing soul, and I have been gifted this amazing life, and I am truly grateful. I am holding myself tall, core strong, shoulders relaxed, head high, and mind's eye open. I hold my hands to my heart and feel the warmth and the life force that generate inside of me. I am radiating positivity, gratitude, and kindness into the universe. I am truly grateful. I am grateful that I am strong. I am grateful that I have been given strength. I am grateful that I am confident. I am grateful that I have been blessed with confidence. And I am especially grateful that I am kind. I am grateful that I have been blessed with kindness. And I am really grateful for you, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate the company on the journey of mental health now. Wellness, mental wellness, physical wellness, and mental wellness. It's funny. I am kind, but I'm still angry, right? And so I need to release the anger, and I need to understand that I just need for things to be enough, right? And I don't mean like I strive for more, like I am going to go out there and boogie board in that ocean, right? Those are the things I can control. I need for the things that I cannot control to be enough, right? Instead of, it's that radical acceptance again. Um, I didn't do so good on the last job with that, but it's okay. You know, I am learning. I am sorting through. I've never talked about my childhood like this. I have never gotten it out, right? I've talked a little bit to my son about it, but he doesn't, he knows enough that he doesn't need to hear all of this. Like, there are just things he doesn't need to know. I doubt he will ever listen to this channel to learn them, but there are things that he doesn't really necessarily need to know, so I'm sharing them here. If he finds out about them, because by some weird chance my stuff really gets out there, which is, yeah, would be really bizarre, but then he finds out about it. But I it's just talking about it, I feel so much better, right? Like I haven't talked about it ever. um it was always like it didn't happen, or I don't know, I just um and a lot of times I felt guilty, like I felt guilty for the things I did when I was a little girl, right? I felt guilty for being the high school pump, right? I felt guilty for the fact that, like, I was treated like less than because I let people use me, when I thought that eventually I would find somebody to care that way. I remember one time there's this guy, and my friend of mine set me up on a date with him. And so on our first date, I of course got drunk and slept with him, right? Because that's what I did. But I liked him, I mean, I'd gone over and visited with him a couple of times before that, and we got to know each other a little bit. And then he invited me, he asked me out on a date. And so we went and I slept with him. And I remember him telling me that he said, guys don't usually sleep with girls, or guys don't have relationships with girls who sleep with them on the first date. And I thought, well, I mean, I guess that sucks, but why would you try that? I don't know. I guess, I mean, I was supposed to say no. I never knew when to stop. Like, it's not that I didn't want to stop people, I just didn't know where to, like, I never knew how to stop, or, I never knew how to stop it. I think I had said no enough that that didn't work, that I didn't know how to stop it. It's weird. I don't know how to even describe that. I'm sure that there's other people out there that have felt that besides me, but I don't know that to be the case. But I didn't want to be the girl that everybody had. I wanted to be someone that one person loved, right? And that just didn't happen. And that guy told me that. I was just like, oh, well, okay, then I guess I'm screwed with you. But yeah, so I made that mistake a lot in my life, right? Thinking that, well, and again, I associated sex with love so much versus realizing that there's actually a difference. Um, like, I think there should be love first, and then the sex comes later, right? But I was never taught that. So, and now that's how I feel. And at 57, I'm figuring this out. I guess better late than never. But like again, I got sober and I raised my son, and I stayed out of any kind of relationship for as soon as I got sober. Like my last relationship was with my son's dad, who threw a platter at my head. It was May Day. Yeah, that's what the cop said. I said, "What's the date today?" And he said, "May 1st. It's May Day." Yeah, there's me being a goofy. I love dancing on the beach. Alright, I'm gonna go. Thanks for joining me. I gotta get some artwork done. I'll probably stream again. It feels a lot less lonely. this and dancing out in the driveway. I'm going to start recording me when I'm out in the driveway with the dogs, just because, frankly, I get that I've got bulimia. Like I said, I had bulimia when I weighed 185 pounds. I've had bulimia. I can't remember when it started. I know it got pretty solid after I got married. Well, it started after I lost a bunch of weight because of meth. I got down to 98 pounds and I like being thin. So then when I gained weight, then the bulimia kicked in, right? So I've had bulimia since 1987, I believe. So a long time. So throughout a lot of different weights, up and down, up and down. But I'm finally starting to get into shape, and it is because I am playing with my dogs in the driveway and I'm dancing on the beach. So I want people to know that are bigger, 185 pounds or whatever, because that's what I was, is that you can get exercise without going to an exercise class. Like, right, like my arms are starting to get in shape, so now I'm starting to use weights. But plus, it's kind of cool out there playing with my dogs. What the hell? I might as well have a video diary of this stuff. Maybe someday my son will have kids and they'll watch it. I doubt it, but you never know, right? Something for prosperity. So I'm going to stop. I got to get some artwork done and clothes folded and stuff. So peace out, beautiful soul. Thanks again for joining me on my journey of learning who the hell I am. Yeah.